Okay, everyone, thank you guys so much for hopping on into the meeting. Before kind of diving into what we have for next week, I want to revisit how we're framing Accentia's value proposition.
Yeah, I totally agree. Right now, it's like you're only doing a SAR tool that helps people, but like we're actually doing is fundamentally like rearticulating like accessibility. We are enabling users with represented accents to function like in spaces with like where these systems habitually misrespect them or like exclude them. So like that's generally a transformative narrative we should definitely follow. So I think we should like position like our solution and Accentia as both technically rigorous and socio corrective.
How many of you have been in that sort of situation? We've all experienced firsthand how technology can fail to understand us. And this happened during one of our weekly team meetings. Conversation was flowing and ideas were bouncing back and forth and everyone was engaged. But when we looked back at the transcription, the notes were a complete mess. And if this is happening to just the four of us, then how many other people are struggling with the same problem? ASR bias has been documented across major platforms. The reason behind this? Their data sets only represent a limited range of accents, and this causes people from underrepresented linguistic backgrounds to constantly feel misrepresented and misheard by the exact technology that's meant to connect us.
Accentia addresses this by adding a bias correction layer that improves SAR accuracy for accented voices. But how are we going to do it? First, we're going to collect speech samples from different speakers with different languages, backgrounds, and accents. With this, we're making sure every single voice gets represented. Then we're going to match these samples to specific transcribers, reducing our labeling errors and our bias in data. Finally, our system is going to pay more attention to this accent data, making sure it not only understands but also learns from every single voice. I want you to think of Accentia as a new pair of glasses for existing SAR system. Accentia doesn't replace the system, we're actually supplementing it. By integrating our technology, companies will see an immediate improvement in accuracy when it comes to accented voices. In other words, we're helping companies to understand every single voice, not just the standard ones.
Our first target is mid to large-sized companies with diverse customers and employees, such as call centers, hospitals, and customer support teams. From day one, our strategy is ease of adoption. We're not asking companies to move away from technology they're familiar with, like Google, Amazon, and Microsoft. Our API simply sits directly on top of what they already know and use. And pricing stays familiar too, $25 per seat per month, ensuring no one is paying more for the way that they speak. That is both Accentia's mission and our competitive edge. Growth happens in phases. In the first year, we plan to refine performance by 24%, followed by rigorous testing to ensure accuracy improvements. The following year moves us into repeatable growth through cloud marketplace, platform integrations, and solid case studies. By the end of year 2, we anticipate 35,000 customers and a revenue of $10.5 million. All of this moves us into our long-term vision. By the end of year 5, we plan to have a strong client base that we can leverage to partner with the big 3, ensuring this kind of fairness isn't optional, it's standard.
Let's be real, SAR system works perfectly if you speak in a certain way, if you have a British or an American accent. But when it comes to regional and global accents, the accuracy drops really fast. And here's the issue. Big companies are trying to fix this by making people change how to speak. Companies such as Crisp and Sanas are altering the people's voices heard. However, in Accentia, we want to completely fit this. We want to make sure our system becomes smarter, intelligent, and it learns and understands every single voice. In other words, we're making the technology adapt to the people, not the people adapt to the technology.
Our mission is to make every voice heard, every accent understood. We are building the missing layer that turns speech recognition system into a bridge, not a barrier. With a 24% improvement in accuracy for accented speech, Accentia is redefining what fairness in technology truly means. In the next 2 years, we are planning on empower 40,000 people to communicate more freely and take the next step towards the big 3, Google, Microsoft, and Amazon. Because when every voice is understood, the world moves closer together. Together, we can strengthen our speech recognition system and embed Accentia at the core of enterprise speech system. We are asking $1.8 million for 15% equity to accelerate our mission. We plan to use the funds to advance our research, compensate our team, and support marketing effort. Thank you for believing in our vision to break bias in speech.
Accentia, voices without barriers.